How are you, my friends out there? We haven't seen you for a while. We've been away and we've been, doing our spring sojourns. That means trips. And I'd like to tell you that I'm very ducky. Ducky, right? Ducky means you're like all good, everything's good. And it goes with the book, Just Ducks, written by Nicola Davies and Salvador Rubino. And I have to tell you, I learned a lot about ducks in this and with this book. What? You too don't know anything really about ducks, even though we do have plenty of them here in Belgrade? Yeah, because of the water? Well, hang on. Get ready. Pull up a little ducky pad and let's get going. Let's go. So it has a basic story and then it has all these little facts. So here we go with the basic story. Quack, 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 quack. It's the first sound I hear every morning. The quacks start long and high and they get quicker and lower at the end. Quack, 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 quack. I open my bedroom windows. Who could be making all that noise? Ducks, just ducks. Down on the river that flows through the town, the male duck, right here, male duck, quack, they quack quietly that you have to even get close to them before you can hear it. So I didn't know that. So the male duck seems to be not the noisy duck, but yet the female duck quacks loudly to call other ducks to join them. I guess she's the social organizer in the duck world. At first, there are only 2 or 3 of them, but by the time I'm dressed, lots more have arrived and are preening. Preening means like cleaning and getting all fussed up for the day. Preening and splashing and quacking in the sunlight. It doesn't take long for me to eat my breakfast, but the ducks take forever to eat theirs. When they preen, right, when they're cleaning and their little beaks go under their feathers, when they preen, ducks spread oil from a little spot just under their tails all over their feathers to keep them shiny and waterproof. Now, I knew that they had the waterproofness to them. I didn't know that they had a little spot under their tails that seemed to have the oil location to put on all the rest of their body. Get books and what do you know? They're still eating when I cross the bridge to go to school. I look down and see them swimming around, dabbling at the surface. Dabbling is when ducks nibble at the surface of the water with their beaks to get tiny bits of food, small insects, and seeds. So, see, you can still see their beak, and they're like little snackies, right? They're having little snacks, dabbling. And upending is to reach food that is underwater. Brr, that looks cold. So, see, now we have seen this, right? You have seen the ducks, they go like, bottom up, beep, and there's their bottom up. And so it says, upending is when ducks put their beaks right under the surface to eat water plants and creatures such as snails. So when they go down deeper. We visit the ducks on the way home from school in the afternoon when the weather's very cold. They're still hungry. Usually you shouldn't feed ducks, but they really need more food when it's cold. So in some places, people feed ducks bread in the harsh weather. So I used to do that here in Belgrade with my young children when they were children. Now they're grown adults. Take them to go feed the ducks some bread down in the village. Although ducks can't live on bread alone, it can help to keep their bellies full when times are tough. I don't do the duck feeding anymore. There's more to that story. If you're in the library, ask me and I'll tell you. So it's to be foretold later on. I go down to the water, and even though they're wild birds, they come close just to see if I have any food for them. So here's the female, here's the male. Remember, the male are the quiet quackers. She's the noisy quacker, not cracker. Oops, almost messed that up. They're all mallard ducks. So the girl ones, the ducks, are steady browns and tans. The female's quiet color helps her to hide from danger when she's sitting on her eggs. See this little flash of a blue? Stay tuned, they're going to talk about that. The boys, called drakes, so she's a duck, he's a drake, have glossy green heads, neat white collars, and a cute little curl on their tail. See the cute little curl? They both have a secret patch of blue on each wing, which I see when they stretch or fly. So here's her stretch of blue, or piece of blue, and here's his, right? I guess I need to look at that. And it says, drakes don't sit, the boys don't sit on the eggs, so they don't need to be camouflaged. She does all the sitting. I like it when the drake shows off his handsome feathers to the ducks, trying to get one to be his girlfriend. Oh boy, love is in the air. Sometimes the drakes get very excited and chase a duck in a gang or fight, splashing in the water and making a big fuss. I have seen this down in the village. Now I know, the boy duck flapping and going all across the water as a means of showing off a little bit for his girlfriend. From fall through winter, drakes try to find a mate in time for spring, when the ducks will be ready to lay eggs. So, seems like a bit of a long dating time for the ducks. That's not bad. In spring, there won't be as many ducks on the way home because they'll be busy nesting. For almost a month, the mother duck will sit on her eggs, hidden away, sometimes in pretty funny places. So see this? This is this little girl's house that's telling us the story. And if you can look really closely, there's some little tiny plants growing. So this is their greenhouse. It says mallard ducks make their nests on the ground and lay between 8 and 13 eggs, right? Because loons, they lay their eggs at the edge of the water, still on land, but always close to the water. But seemingly the ducks don't do that. Predators like to eat the eggs and ducklings, so the mother ducks hide their nests carefully. That is a good mama to keep her babies safe. Last year, one made her nest in our greenhouse. When the ducklings hatched, see them all? Yeah, little baby ducklings. They had to climb the wall into the back of the yard and then jump down to follow their mom to the river. It says, as soon as their ducklings hatch, mother ducks get them to the water no matter what, because they're safer there from cats and other hungry creatures. So right as soon as those babies hatch out of their eggs, plop they go right to follow their mama in the water. Not even a break to watch TV or anything. Okay. But now it's getting dark. The lights on the bridge begin to glow, and over our town, people are getting home for dinner. It's time for ducks to find a safe place for the nights. Some sleep under the bridge. Ducks usually sleep at night because they can't see to find food in the dark, but they have to sleep somewhere predators can't reach them, right? Because they're sleeping. Some fly off to roost in the reeds, and some float on the water with their heads tucked under their wings. But they're going to try and find a safe place for themselves. Pretty vulnerable during the nighttime. And some don't go to bed at all. I know because one night at choir practice, we heard them quacking softly outside the window as they ate worms off the lawn in the dark. Quack, 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 quack. Right, that's the little quiet sound they make. And it says, if there is food to eat in the moonlight or the street light to see by, ducks will sometimes stay up late, especially when the worms come out of their burrows at nighttime. here's our little storyteller getting ready for bed. When I close my curtains on the frosty stars, the ducks have disappeared. The bridge is quiet, and there's the sound of rushing water and the stillness of the night. But in the morning, they'll be there. So here's the mama picking up all the toys the little one has left behind. Let's find out what our duck friends did all night long. Ducks, just ducks, down on the river that flows through the town. Quack, 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 quack. Lots of quacks, see? All over the edge of the book, they're quack, quack, quacking. So what are they doing? They're getting ready to eat and function during the day. And then they have a couple of nice little things in this book. They have a table on index where you can go and look things up. And then it says dozens of ducks. The ducks in this book are mallard ducks, which are found all over Europe, America, and Asia, as well as in Australia and New Zealand. But they are only one out of 120 different kinds of ducks that live in every kind of watery place, from river rapids to marshy ponds, from lakes to open ocean. Although these many kinds of ducks have different colors and live in different ways, they share similar shape of body and a beak. So we know that they're all just ducks. So we have them, other places in the world have them. Oh yes, and we have them here in the library as your craft. Yes, that's our mallard right there. We can tell from the colors, the boy mallard. Well, let's quack-a-doodle-doo right over to the table and I'll show you how to make this easy craft. Okay, so are you ready for an easy craft? How about that? That's better. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so here's the craft again, right? And I did the male drake mallard. You can choose to do female. You can look up other kind of ducks. So in your color paper, you're going to color this D for duck, and the hearts, there's two hearts, then there's the flipper foot and the head. And then it shows you the placement here on this finished duck. So, as for mine, I chose these colors, the green head and the multicolored brown, blue, green D part. Then I had an orange flipper and an orange beak. After I did my coloring, then you will too, in your kit you'll have some assortment of feathers. I will say I learned a lesson doing this craft. I should have known better. I used a glue stick, and you would think the glue stick would work, but what happened for me, see how the feathers don't look so pretty right there? Well, the glue stick got quickly stuck to the feather and it wouldn't smooth down. If I had to do this again, I'd be using just good old liquid glue and setting it down, leaving it, and then you will, when you're finished, it goes on to a, little cardstock paper. And this is great refrigerator art as we get ready for all the rain we're going to have here in Belgrade for the next week or so. Guess we gotta wait for the sun and the fun. All right, my friends, until next time, quack quack to you and peace out. Okay, bye-bye.